The Ford Explorer doesn't single-handedly dominate the SUV sales charts like it used to, but Ford still sells plenty of their three-row crossover SUV. 5 years into this generation, the Explorer comes in for a 2016 update. One reason people buy Explorers is because of their styling, and that will probably continue. The updated styling up front tosses the razor-styled grille that popped up on every Ford a few years back. More important, there's a new available engine, an EcoBoost 2.3-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder that makes 280 horsepower. Thanks to having plenty of torque, it does a pretty good job pulling around the Explorer, even with its optional all-wheel drive. It doesn't sound all that refined though. The standard engine remains a 3.5-liter V6 that makes 290 horsepower, but the turbocharged 4-cylinder actually makes more torque. Top-level Sport and Platinum versions, they gild the lily with the 3.5-liter twin-turbo EcoBoost V6. Ford has retuned the suspension for this update, but this family bus still feels big to drive. Some rivals are much more sedan-like in their reflexes. Thing is, an update can only go so far. It can't fix basic architectural shortcomings, and there's plenty of them in this dated platform. Seeing out is hard with massive front windshield pillars and a small rear window. It doesn't help that it feels like you're sitting deep in a pit inside, surrounded by super high door sills. There's tons of wasted space between you and the door. With all that space, you'd think the narrow feeling seats could have been wider. A left footrest that wasn't pushed so far inboard would be good too. This Explorer has My Ford Touch, but it will eventually get Ford Sync 3, which promises to be simpler to use. Either way, the optional Sony stereo now gets conventional buttons. But did they have to cram all these buttons into a 2-inch high strip? On the plus side, there's plenty of passenger room inside, even in the third row. And like most other Fords, there are some clever options here, like a front camera system and airbags in the rear seat belts. Still, even with all of these updates, it feels like Ford is simply marking time until they can redesign the Explorer to the better driving and more modern Fusion platform. For more, check out consumerreports.org.